As Pak terror bleeds, Bharat apologists jump to justify. Now, former Chief Minister and NC leader Omar Abdullah says that it has been 2.5 years since Article 370 was abrogated. Still, there is youth getting misled, picking up guns. Why do you think they are taking arms when they know they will live a week, a month, 6 months? But no one asks them why they do so. Now, the BJP has hit back at Omar Abdullah, accusing him of being a total sellout for vote bank.
2.5 साल हो गए 370 को गए हुए। आज भी लोग हैं जो इस मुल्क के साथ रहना नहीं पसंद करते। आज भी नौजवान हैं जो गलत रास्ते पे चलने के लिए तैयार हैं, जो बंदूक उठाने के लिए तैयार हैं। कोई उनसे नहीं पूछता कि भाई आप क्यों कर रहे हो ये, जहां आपको पता है कि हफ्ता, महीना, 2 महीना, ज्यादा से ज्यादा 6 महीने के अंदर अंदर पुलिस वाले आपको, आर्मी वाले, सिक्योरिटी वाले आपको खत्म कर देंगे। क्यों उठा रहे हो बंदूक? कोई उनसे पूछने के लिए तैयार नहीं।
Today, Omar Abdullah, in his attempt to appease his own vote bank, has crossed all limits when he says that nobody asks terrorists why they become terrorists, even though they know that they will live for a very short period of time. Is he trying to say that terrorism can be justified, that there can be a reason or an excuse given for terrorism, that terrorism has some sort of legitimate reason that it takes place for? Pakistan-sponsored terrorism has no reason or logic or justification except for the fact that it is directed to hurt and harm India and Indians. But instead, Jammu Kashmir former Chief Minister Omar Abdullah is seen defending and rationalizing and justifying terrorism. It is nothing surprising because earlier even Mehbooba Mufti has rationalized youth picking up arms. This is the same Gupkar ecosystem which says Afzal hum sharminda hai, tere qatil zinda hai. They cry when Burhan Wani is killed and they say that his father was a headmaster. They claim that Riaz Naiku was a maths teacher. This soft corner for terrorism and separatism is once again showing its face, because after the abrogation of Article 370 and 35A, those parties who have patronized Atankwad, Algawad and Parivarwad have become desperate for getting their attention and their vote bank by making these kinds of comments.
Let me open my colleague Pradeep on this. Pradeep, now as far as this statement is concerned, it is of course another shocker that is now coming to the fore. Now, Omar Abdullah has come forward perhaps justifying the act of youth picking up guns. Now, it is it needs to be made sure perhaps especially by the leaders of the country to ensure that they must know that such statements shouldn't be given, especially at a time when we are witnessing a delicate situation.
You are absolutely right. In fact, such statements coming from people like Omar Abdullah, who had been the Chief Minister of the state, and he had been a Minister of State for External Affairs also during Vajpayee's time. And he gave a statement where he's trying to glorify terrorists, trying to justify their act. He's only encouraging and emboldening them. See what statement he gave. It has been more than 2 years since Article 370 was revoked, that even today youth are being misled. They are picking up guns. How come that is connected with Article 370? Because he's trying to put all blame on abrogation of Article 370 rather than trying to target Pakistan and Pak proxies for indoctrinating and brainwashing young minds and using Kashmiris as cannon fodder, because that mindset continues and that does not change. And rightly said by Shahzad that they are the ones who are providing equal oxygen to the ecosystem of terror that is existing. The role of the mainstream political party leaders who call themselves representative, their role is to channelize the energy of the youth in right direction, call spade a spade, hit out at the enemy for using Kashmiris as cannon fodder and putting them towards terror-related activities. That thing should not have happened. Instead, they are trying to blame Article 370. If you look at the situation on the ground, one can see the winds of change. Why I'm saying that 99% decrease in stone pelting incident. Look at the number of the tourists coming over to Kashmir Valley during the last 3-4 months. There's hardly any hotel that's vacant. There's hardly any taxi operator who's lying idle. So these are the good things happening, but they do not want to. They are like ostrich who bury their head in sand and then they...
Right. All right. Thank you, Pradeep, for all those updates on the broadcast. On that note, we are cutting in a very short break, but news and updates will continue on Times Now. Stay tuned with us.